We're off. Can't raise the sail yet. Strike up a tune. Is there a sea scald among you?
Listen, and I will tell you the story of the first berserker. A woodcutter named Grima, who lived long ago in Finnmark by the sea.
There was a
Let
woman
the
called
sail out!
Nard, who came by ship to Fornburg and heralded, demanding to meet King Sigvaldi, Styrbjorn's father. Nal was from Gautland. She was tall and rugged and strong, and everyone who walked near her said she smelled of men's blood. When her message was sent to our king, Nal was made to wait a full day. Yet she did not complain. She watched the waves and sang songs. Night came and went, and still Nal sat by the shore of the fjord singing her songs. She skipped rocks with children and smiled. As the afternoon of the second day approached, King Sigvaldi's messenger reappeared. They spoke quietly together. At last, the messenger stood back and waved to some men nearby. 3 men bearing 3 chests of silver approached quickly. They set the chests of silver in Nal's ship and stood back. Then Nal stepped forward, swinging a large, bloodied sack before her. Nal opened the sack and emptied it on the shore. 7 pairs of hands tumbled to the ground. Nal then mounted her ship and sailed away.
You salt skulls, got a story?
Friends, amid all this battle music, how many of you still recall the first time you drew steel? I tell you that I do remember. The summer
Cannot raise the sail here.
I was 14. Father sent me to find my sister, who was late to the threshing.
Mast
She often
down.
went to the woods with her betrothed in those days. I found them near the blackberries, still holding hands. They were dead, slain.
Raise the mast.
I ran to raise the alarm, but far too late. Black smoke curled over the rooftops. The mead hall in flames. Thatched roofs burning all the crofts and byres. Flesh, too. Raiders from the Erlinger clan came down the coast.
Hush now.
Look there! Priest to pillage!
Sailing here is not possible.
Sail! Catch the wind! Where were you?
Raiders from the Erlinger clan came down the coast. A feud between our jarls, the cause long forgotten. Stolen cows, maybe. My first stood above my father's body, his back to me. I saw the scythe. I did not think. I grabbed it and cut him down. I have walked the road of red ever since. But at times, I wonder where I would be had the Erlingers not come a-raiding that day.
Who will share a tale? We'll pick up from
One
there.
of the rich temples.
Were you at the good part yet?
Soma of Grantebridge. For a time, all the eldermen of England...
Unar the Ugly was an excellent sailor who could pilot a longship and top...
Friends, they say skalds sing the best songs. But we berserkers know many tales, and much goodly lore from the old days too. Let me tell you a tale from the bright green days of Midgard's youth, so that you may judge my warrior's gift with words. Ages ago, the 2 tribes of gods were at war, the Aesir and the Vanir. After years of
Save it for later.
We cannot sail here.
Take the mask down. All right, back to the story.
Ages ago, the two tribes of gods were at war, the Aesir and the Vanir. After years of strife,
Masked up.
they sat down to talk of peace. In the hall where the gods swore their peace oaths, they
Sail
shared
out.
beds, taking the sweet and spitting the rinds into a bowl. The bowl was set aside and left to ferment. From this bowl, in time, was born the wise man, Kvasir, who knew clever things. Kvasir traveled the 9 worlds, teaching, until he was slain by greedy dwarves who wished his secrets for themselves. Seeing what was done, Odin and the gods took back Kvasir's blood, from which they brewed a delicious mead for all. This is why mead, ale, and strong drink bring us poetry and joy, but also greed and sorrow.
Hold on, good Skald. Where were you?
This is why mead, ale, and strong drink bring us poetry and joy, but also greed and sorrow. Partake with care. Skald.
Let's hear a story.
I know a crazed man about my age.
Who among you has heard the tale of the Kraken? It is a real beast, I tell you. I saw it with my own eyes, a long time ago, when I had barely a hair on my chin. I was out whaling, painting the sea red as we dragged our quarry.
We can continue later.
Look there! Enemy camp, Eivor!
All right, back to the story.
I was out whaling, painting the sea red as we dragged our quarry back to the village by its fin. Fine old grey. Huge he was. The boat slowed down some, then stopped, and soon started moving against the current. We were stunned into silence. Whale styes
Bring the
slow
mast
death
down.
sometimes. Often they make a last bit to escape. So I checked its bindings. And there it was. The Kraken. Its arm
Set the
wrapped
mast
around
up.
the whale, pulling it down to the depths. And us with it. I slashed the rope, releasing the whale. And as quickly as it came, the monster disappeared, dragging its fin into the icy waters. Vanished completely. Took me another season to muster the desire to go whaling again.
We need an epic tale.
Some years ago, I took to sea with a
Run
sword
up the
dancer
sail.
called Aeon. A brooding warrior with a face of stone and oak-hard arms. On a raid in Courland, we shored up along the edge of a forest and explored until we came to People Pots, a large farm. It was night, and all were asleep. So we set about plundering the place in the quiet of eve, taking sheep and goats as we pleased. It was then that Egil saw a farmhand and pressed the boy for the family's hidden silver.
We will pick up from there. More sail! Were you at the good part yet?
Sailing
It
here
was
is
then
not
that
possible.
Egil
No
saw
other
a
man.
farmhand and pressed the boy for the family's hidden silver. The farmhand squawked like a crow. Being hid beneath an anvil at the smith's forge, the silver was no trouble to lift. In secret,
Raise the
he
mast!
took it and the boy back to the ship. It was then that Egil grew sad. For when the farmers woke, with the crack of day, they would know they had been robbed, not by whom. So Egil ordered 3 of us to follow him back to the sleep-hushed hamlet. As we burnt the houses, Egil shouted his name. I am Egil, son of Skatlagrim, and I am the man who deprives you of everything but your life. I never sailed with Egil again.
Let's hear a story. Drop the
Strange
mast!
things have we seen. and perhaps the doom of the Nine Worlds is nigh. Many believe these are the end of days. Of Ragnarok, much is told.
Set the mast up!
So here is a small recording of how the Jotun Hrimur came to Captain Nagar,
To be honest,
ship of
the more
names.
you nag, the more I
Hrimur
think
dwelt
you'll
in
be
Niflheim,
better off.
where his task was to lay the dishonored dead under the ice. Hard work, for many died without honor. One day, his master bade him bury one of the sons of Ymir, the frost giant from whose bones the world was made. Hrimur was a hard worker, but Ymir's son was the size of a mountain. Hrimur laid down his spade, saying, "I cannot dig so much." Hrimur's master grew angry and picked up the spade himself. He dug and dug.
We can continue later. Where were you?
Hrimur's master grew angry and picked up the spade himself. He dug and dug through Hell's ice until he made a hole deep enough. But the hole opened up into the abyss that is Ginnungagap, swallowing Hrimur's master whole. And Hrimur took his master's place. Now Hrimur abides in Helheim, waiting to steer the ship of the dead through the Nine Worlds in the war at the end of days.
Hold on, good Scott. Were you at the good part yet?
Make me angry, you!
More sail! Sing, my ravens. You salt skulls, got a story?
I once sat down and spoke to a Saxon priest. Not as men with different gods, but as drunk men. Curious?
Bring the
asked
masts
him.
down.
He claimed we might believe differently who sits amongst the clouds. Our beliefs are not so different in nature. After all, they too look to the gods for answers.
We will pick up from there. Sail out! Sail down! All right, back to the story.
After all, they too look to the gods for answers. Where we have many, they have just one. Only need one, I suppose.
Go,
So I asked
my
him,
eyes.
is your god truly so powerful? We see the dark clouds and know Thor's furious at But I had yet...
Hush now.
Did not Augustine make a distinction between faith and understanding? That is my point.
So you hold no stock in faith, only in the rational proof. The science of the divine. You're bold to defy your teachings.
No, that's not what I mean. Let me explain, if it might. How to put it?
What I mean to say is, faith is paramount. Yes, for without it, Christ's sacrifice means nothing.
He died to save us, did he not? From the original sin of Adam and Eve? Yet evil persists.
Yes, evil persists because he gave us free will.
Does a newborn babe, slain by a despot, have free will?
Yes. No, I mean, that is too simplistic.
Or the priest whose heart is torn from his chest by the wolf? Judas, who was predestined to betray the Nazarene?
Some argue Judas was used.
Do my ears deceive me, Brother Hortbert? You question the scriptures? Declare Judas an innocent? A preposterous blasphemy!
No, that is not what I said. Brother Cedric, am I not the most pious of his servants?
Out! Out!
Making new friends?
A person's tongue gives you a taste of their heart, Eivor. And such information is often useful.
And how do these sallow Christians taste?
It was only a figure of speech, Eivor, and I have tired of it already.
Is this how it must be between us?
Of course not. I'm grateful that you have come.
So what of the Joy Kanga Fulka? In your message, you said you tracked her to Kent.
She is here somewhere, and as of last month, Sigurd was with her. But there is no guarantee this will be the case tomorrow.
So, what is your plan?
We are deep in their god's heartland, a heathen and a heretic. To hunt Fulke, we'll need a Christian snare.
Fulka is hardly a saint herself. These Christians abhor her strange ideas.
True, but unlike us, she can carry herself as one of them. She won't hide from everyone, not with a prisoner in tow.
So, where to begin?
I've made a friend, Abbot Kunibert, full of pious fire, but with ambition that far outweighs his wit.
And what does your friend Kunibert know?
Come, I will introduce you, and we'll hear the full tale together.
Have you found some peace in your time alone, Basim?
I am always at peace, and never alone. I move among the people of the world with great joy. I watch them, study them, learn from them at all times. This is our duty, the Hidden One's calling.
You know, for the first time since we've met, you sound more like you're a princess than yourself.
Surely Hytham sounds like me, if I have taught him well.
Your creed and your tenets, you mean?
That's right. And our sense of, how should I say, deep responsibility to the betterment of mankind.
That's quite an ambition. But it doesn't explain what you see in Sigurd. My brother is not so generous.
Ah, but your brother is someone special, important. And I want him to see that. I hope to show it to him.
Is this not a blessed plot? God's own country. And this Eden should be given to his servants to tend.
Abbot Kunibert, this is the Norse I spoke of.
Ah, yes. And quite a fearsome one at that.
Basim says you know the paladin Fulke.
Indeed. The Lady Fulke passed this way not more than a month ago. We talked, we drank. Very pleasant woman.
And where is she?
Eivor will be your axe, Abbot. Whether to fell a tree or hew the limbs from an enemy.
What have you promised him?
Oh, just a trifle, Eivor. A little problem I believe you can help me with.
If you know where Fulke is, do not rattle my bucket. Tell me now and we'll talk terms later.
The hot-tempered one stirs up strife, Basim. Will this rebellion-caked Dane do what I ask?
Let's cut to the point. What favor would you ask in exchange for Fulke?
Some weeks ago, our alderman in Kent was called to God. A terrible loss. King Alfred has chosen his replacement, but has not yet announced the name. I must know it. Now.
All of Kent will see soon enough which Thane he has chosen. Why not wait?
I want early access. To woo him, before his exalted position is made public and every fool is at his door.
Who else knows the chosen man?
The king's emissary. Sent with a letter of congratulations to the new alderman. Intercept him and bring me the news. When I know the Thane's name, we'll discuss how I might win his favor.
Why not kill him in secret and petition Alfred for the seat?
As a man of God, I cannot. Besides, he who stands behind the throne can better pull on the puppet's threads.
This emissary, how will I find him?
Tunbridge Monastery sent word that the king's men always pass a few nights in their hospitality. Begin there.
I'll get the alderman's name. You find Fulke.
All in good time. Now, if we're done, I have business up the south coast. Falkenston has the best fish in Wessex.
Then I will find you there, when the alderman's name is mine.
Kunibert is ambitious, but well-connected. We will not find Fulke without him.
I suppose we'll see. What will you do?
I'm not done playing with these Christians yet. I will see you in Falkenston.
Alfred's emissary spent a few days here. Someone may know where he went.
I've no time for your twittering. I'm in no mood for wind belching, so choose your words well.
The king's emissary. I need to know where he went after he stayed here.
And I need to know why I've started getting boils under my armpits. Time will tell, eh?
Alfred's emissary. Where?
Him and the bard ended up in a copse by the bridge doing Lord knows what. Sounded like they were murdering a cat.
Singing?
If you say so.
You tried to catch flies, or would you ask something of me?
I'm looking for a man. He passed through here on the king's business.
Oh, bugger off here, or I'll call the guards. I'm sick of people. You need to heal your own ills.
Maybe some coin will loose your lips.
A wise move, Mudwit. It so happens I did see Alfred's man. He's long gone, though. Maybe Gowan the Bard knows where.
Where will I find him?
Well, he was pissed as a newt. Last I saw, he was passed out in trees between the arbour and bridge. Oh, now go find someone else to vex.
There was a bard drinking with the emissary. I should find him. See if he knows anything. That ale-swamped scab can't have gone far.
Someone stole my trews. La 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 la, Fanny, Fanny, fair art thee. Where are you going, my sweet lady?
You there? You alive?
Patience is a tired horse. Ploddity plod plod.
Another tottering teat-sucker who can't hold his drink. Let's clear your head.
It's cold as a witch's tit in here!
God's truce! Fie on you! Oh, what infernal wakes me?
Are you the tale weaver?
Gowan the dandelion. For the seeds of my stories flit upon the winds of Wessex. But why, mule, do you kick my noggin?
You and Alfred's emissary were drinking in the tavern. Tell me where he went.
Were we? I was so ale-addled. Perhaps a small and silver thing upon my palm might help me recall?
Have some coin, and rent a proper bed for the night.
Oh, bless you! For stories are my currency, friend. How else am I to make my living?
A more honest profession? Ploughing fields, milking cows.
Manual labor? God's blood! There's a fortress to the southeast where paladins pray by night and fight by day. Dover, on the White Cliffs.
My thanks. And in return, wisdom. Too much beer-bibbing will grow a fool in wit and words.
My thanks, weaver of the obvious. Now leave me to my unholy punishment.
The emissary made for Dover Fortress on the southeast coast. looked over. The emissary is somewhere here. Perhaps I can find the letter without bloodshed. The Bard said paladins trained at this fortress. This will not be an easy fight. I should be cautious around here.
So, who will take his place? Thane Fairfax? Landry?
If I could steal the letter without killing the emissary, it would keep me out of trouble.
Defiance stands for one who cannot cast a vote.
Alfred's chosen ealdorman is a thane called Teedmund. The Abbot Kinebersht will want to know. I should meet Basim and the Abbot in Falkenston.
Oh, you must try my ale sometime. You must. My abbey brews the best in Kent.
It certainly sounds worth the risk of my
I do a
immortal
roaring
soul.
trade at Reculver and Tunbridge.
Your god is
I pay
rather a
well for my
hard
catch.
taskmaster.
The monks?
And your
those
god forbids the
parchment-skinned
mixing
Christians
of
ever
wool
eat
and
meat?
linen.
Don't you
It
believe in
sounds to me
Jesus?
like he's never heard of
They
England.
refrain because he died for our
Not
sins.
all that is
No
written
one will
in the
stop me
scriptures
sucking
is
the marrow
God's
from a nice
honest
leg
truth.
of lamb, not even God's seed.
Well, I hope eternal damnation is worth it.
Eivor, you have news?
Kent's new ealdorman will be Thane Tedmund.
Tedmund? Oh, the Lord is testing me. He is made mouse by you Danes. Barely leaves his fortress at Lucester. How might I gain his influence if he will not speak to me? Or to anyone? 'Tis a puzzle.
To inspire loyalty, Tedmund must owe you something, such as his life.
Go on.
A fortress stormed, a man kidnapped. If you beat back his enemy, saved him from sure death, his gratitude would...
Swell. It would know no bounds. But that fortress will be harder to pry open than a nun's knees.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Are you hiding something, Basim?
There is a lumber mill nearby, correct?
Beamisfield. Alfred invests much in fortifying Wessex, and uses our forests to do so. The mill provides his wood.
Tedmund is there.
Impossible! How do you know?
I heard rumors that Tedmund had been lured out of self-exile to manage work on the fortifications of Canterbury.
Taking him from a lumberyard is less dangerous than assaulting a fortress. But your rescue attempt will not have the same flair. Is it worth it?
It may still work. Yes. Yes. Bring him to the megaliths.
And Fulke?
When I have Tedmund's fealty, you shall have Fulke. Now go. I will rustle up a small rescue party.
One more time, I'm telling you. If he says my boots are dirty or my hair needs combing, I will split him open.
You're full of swamp gas. You'll do what you always...
I'm wary of this Abbot Basim. He is self-serving and evasive. Can he really deliver Fulke?
The abbot is a friend of Fulke's. That is clear.
So long as he doesn't suspect our motive, we may have a chance.
Indeed. This brings to mind a story. Perhaps you've heard of it. The Scorpion and the Frog.
A children's story?
A cautionary tale. The Scorpion wants to cross the river, but he cannot swim. So he enlists the help of the Frog. The Frog agrees to carry him on his back, extracting a promise that the Scorpion will not sting him.
Let me guess. The Scorpion reneges, blaming his nature, and both drown.
The Scorpion crosses the river and stings an innocent man, killing him. So what does this tale tell us?
That your stories are clouded and their meaning doubly so?
It shows that every tale has 1,000 possible outcomes, many of which are surprising. If the abbot does not deliver Fulke, he will die at my hand. And we will continue our search.
A sobering approach.
I'll kill you!
Priest will...
Field is just ahead. Lead. I will follow.
Won't be gentle if they spot me. I hope this chase will catch us a plump hen.
Once the abbot has Tedmund's gratitude, he will deliver Fulke. It will cost us nothing more than this.
If that leaden wit keeps his word.
Ah, you prefer to work in the shadows.
They will attack on sight here.
Get back to work! Time is coin and you're spending mine! Do you dare to question the orders of the great Thane Tedmund? I'll have you flogged! We have a quota to fill. We must keep the Danes from Kent. I could throw a stone and hit a dozen men who'd do a better job than this.
Stop caterwauling and you'll live.
Live? Oh, saints, protect me!
Silence will save you, Tedmund. Silence, not your saints.
Flee, my friend. We have the man we came for. Does this venture not set your blood ablaze?
You don't prefer working in the shadows?
And so we have. To steal a man, take him with swiftness, and escape without anyone on our heels? We hide in plain sight. Such is our way. But only until the moment of success, the final strike.
I prefer to act and speak plain. Kings and lords who do not are often misunderstood.
Yet as a leader yourself, you cannot deny. We were speaking, Eivor. Yet as a leader yourself, you cannot deny that subtlety and intrigue are a cloak you must wear. How many of your clan know the true circumstances of Sigurd's absence? You see my point. A leader must know when to speak and when to stay silent. For silence is not always a lie.
It can feel like one. You truly embrace the concept of hiding in plain sight, eh? To its very fullest.
As I do in everything.
In the name of Alfred, King of Wessex, I demand you release his royal subject into my care.
Come no closer, Christian, else your man dies by my blade.
Please, I'm not the man you want.
Keep your eye on this one. He'll be worth a hefty bounty.
Any false moves and I will snip your heels.
We have your man. Now let's finish this shadow play and be gone.
Are you sure that's Tedmund? He's dressed as a lord, but that man is shorter and fatter than I recall.
I'm not Tedmund. I'm not. I swear upon the Holy Rood, I am not Thane Tedmund.
What in heaven's name is happening here?
Who are you? Speak quickly, or I will slit your throat and leave you for the crows.
Shergar. I'm called Shergar. Lord Tedmund pays me a measly coin to serve as his double.
Brother Shergar, you are far from Augustine's priory.
I left the cloisters many moons ago, Your Holiness. The monastic life was not my calling.
We can use you yet, Shergar. Summon Tedmund to a meeting. Get him out in the open.
Tedmund has no care for me or what I have to say. My orders come by letter, never by mouth. I hardly know the man.
You're of no use to us, then. Perhaps I should just kill you here and now.
No, wait. Let me think. Oh, Danes. To storm the walls, you need Danes. There's a raiding camp west of here I was told to be wary of. Acting as Tedmund, I ordered a band of soldiers to capture them. If you hurry, you may be able to stop this.
If another band of Danes wants to join our assault, we'll have the distraction we need to get inside Luchester.
If the Saxons don't slaughter them first.
I am still Tedmund to the men in the field. I could speak with their captain, send his men away.
It's a fearless plan.
The Nordnir knit winding paths that cannot be unknotted. It seems Luchester was always in our path. Abbot, stay alert. We'll send word when we're ready to capture Tedmund.
And this fool? He knows much of our plan.
Do what you want with him. I won't risk our plan on the shambling of this fool.
Come, Brother Shergar. And perhaps today would be the time to consider a vow of silence?
An army of Danes is all we need to take the fortress.
Let us hope. It is best to snare a wasp with honey. Have you ever considered more subtlety?
I leave manipulation to you, Basim. You appear to see it as an art.
It is both art and science to bend a man to your will. And harder still to convince them that they are firmly in control.
Shergar was quick to betray his lord. Do you not think he would sell us out as swiftly?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I do not presume to know a man's heart in so brief a meeting.
His prattle was sad and ugly, like a weeping babe.
You have little patience for chittering squirrels.
And yet, I allow you to squeak in my ear. along all the roads and byways of Kent.
Because you are wise, and you see the same qualities in me.
That must be it. We are nearing the camp. Let us hope there are Danes enough to storm a fortress. Otherwise, this abbot's game is a long one.
It must be played, if we are to reclaim Sigurd. We are too late. There is great horror here.
Those who remain must be saved, whatever the cost.
Your sister rides your piss-soaked rod! No chance. We owe you our lives, friend. These Saxon whoresons would have killed us all.
Yes, they would have. And now's your chance to hit back. March with us on Lucester and drain it of riches.
I would gladly, friend. But we few will not break those iron-thick walls.
And we have no allies in Wessex. None who could be called upon to attack their countrymen.
Mercia will heed the call. Gidrich will provide our Viking a horde. We'll send a message to Oxenfordshire. The men of Mercia would gladly take a swipe at Wessex. What is your name, warrior?
Runa Egilsdotter.
We need ships, Runa.
We have a small fleet moored upriver, but the naval chain blocks passage to Rusister's walls.
I will remove it, and your people will bring their ships. Now, gather these fallen weapons and armor. Gidrich and the men of Oxenfordshire will need them to hide their Mercian origins.
My warriors were denied Valhalla today. I cannot bear the idea of gifting their weapons to more Saxons.
Their sacrifice was great. Their gift will be all the greater.
They will know justice with our victory. It will calm their restless shades, I promise. Will your men bring the armor to the battle?
And what is our plan?
In the morning, you will go to Buckingham, remind Gidrich of his promise. When you have his bond, meet me on the shore near Lucester with the ships.
Abbot Kunibert must be warned in advance. He'll need time to muster his rescue party.
Runa, that is your task. I will tell you where to meet him before you leave.
All seems in order. At first new light, I will leave.
Good. That gives us time to drink. You've traveled so far to carry out your duty. Is this the life of a hidden one? Always on the move?
No. Mine is not the usual path. The Creed does travel. Our ideals are universal. We believe that.
So there's nowhere you call home?
No place I call home. No.
Weird.
For me, home is family. But I have no family.
No one? Not even Hytham?
Parents, brothers, all dead.
I lost my parents when I was 9 winters alone. Without Sigurd, I would have...
There is always one unbreakable bond.
Yes.
Children. They bewilder you. They can cause you so much worry. Fill you with joy. Even stop your heart. And if you're lucky, they replace you. was not so lucky. I had a son. I miss him terribly. Even now.
I am sorry, Basim.
He was taken from me. By someone I trusted. A friend, a mentor. A man who I would trust with anything. But a man you trust with anything can take everything. He took all I had. All I had.
Lucester will not be an easy nut to crack. Time to prepare. Best not to draw attention here. I need to clear this fort and break this chain to get our ships safely upriver. The mechanism should be inside.
Huh? What's that about? Huh?
With the chain down, Gidrich and the ships can get through.
Eivor, we await your orders.
You brought your weapons and armor.
Aye, Raven Tamer.
Good. Now we dig in and wait for our friends. Well met, old friend.
When the chance arrived to lodge an axe in the sod of Wessex, you thought of me. Such an honor.
Is everything else in place, Eivor? Are we ready to take Rochester?
Rally our army. We will drag this mouse from his hole.
that drawbridge.
I will see to it. I feel great.
Beware that burning oil!
Thor lends me strength. Tedmund is holed up in the tower keep. Press forward!
Yes! Oil! Fighting in!
Look out! Oil! That's it!
Incoming oil! Oil!
Keep going! Inside!
They have defeated right down here.
Then we must look higher up for a way inside.
Coming for you!
before I let you take this fortress! Kill me, and all of Wessex will rise against you! I'll cut you down, Dane! You dare to take this fortress, Dane? Alfred's army will smear your innards across the battlements.
We're not here for stone and sand, Thane Tedmund.
I shit on you! You and your toy gods! I will not bow to you like some puppet's lord! I would rather die!
How much will your king pay us to keep your sniveling head upon your neck?
An army marches upon us from the south. A holy man from St. Hadrian's Priory, backed by a field.
Ah, then, Abbot Kinebert, God be praised. If riches are all you care about, the church has it in abundance.
If the terms are fair, you'll have your freedom. A chest or two of silver for a shit-stained sewer rat.
Stay quiet, or I'll not be able to stop my friend from slitting your throat.
Ah! Watch yourself, heathen. You handle me too roughly. You will die for the indignities you've showered upon me, Dane.
I mean no offense, Thane. You're only a hefty ransom to me, nothing more.
This is why you batter down my gates, kill me men, for a purse of grubby coin? You have no honor.
Enough. I'll return you to the Saxons.
You there, heathens! Let this good man go, or suffer an iron sickness.
And what you offer us in return?
Your lives?
We lost many good men storming this keep. It will not be in vain, Christ's slave. 20 chests of silver.
Give them what they ask, Kinebert.
A hefty sum that will leave God's coffers hollow? I cannot give it up without some assurance. Tedmund!
You extort me in return for my life? You were swiftly met, Abbot. Not long after these scallious worms took my fort.
On the Lord's bidding, Tedmund. At prayer, a terrible vision befell me. A host of heathens, your life in danger.
A coincidence I find rather... rather ominous, Abbot. Do you...
God help you, man. Are you well?
Air! I need air!
He's dead.
The work of poison, no doubt.
No, 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 no. Rouse the man. He cannot be dead. He must not be dead.
Poison. How does the man die of poison in our arms?
Many great kings and paranoids have carried poison in times of war, as an alternative to capture and ransom.
A catastrophe. Alfred will choose another and... By the saints! Alfred! How will I explain this to the king?
We followed this road to its end, Kunibert. You may not like where it led, but you owe us our half of the bargain.
You shall have your paladin. I need a day. Return to my abbey tomorrow, and you shall... Oh, dear.
These delays are grinding at my bones. We should abandon Kunibert. Find Fulke ourselves.
Peace, Eivor. Speak with Giedrich and relieve him of his oath. I'll meet you at Kunebert's abbey.
fought like beasts escaped from your hell today, Gidrich. Your oath to me is fulfilled.
It was good to stand shoulder to shoulder with you against the pox dogs of Wessex. May our friendship endure.
This tangle-briar of Christians and lords means nothing to me. I'm here for Sigurd.
I understand. When you find him again, come see me. We'll feast and sing, with mead and friendship to warm us.
Agreed. I should not be seen in this area. It is too quiet here. Where are the brothers? Or the abbot's men? I would say well met, brother, but I cannot shake off the needle itch of dread. Is something wrong?
I followed the abbot here, kept him in my sight. But the monks, his servants, I have seen nothing of them.
Dead?
I do not think so. But there is no good here in this grave hush.
And where is the abbot now?
In his quarters. Come, and be on your guard.
Does this have the stench of betrayal to you?
Why would the godly shepherd ally with the heretic?
Kinebersht is a man who craves power and position. With Tedmund dead, he must find it somewhere else.
There is truth in that. Keep your eyes and blade sharp.
Kinebersht, your guests have arrived. Come. Supper's ready. The dear abbot sent me a warm invitation, said my friends were eager to meet with me. It's early for supper, I know. But Kinebert's ale goes so well with roasted lamb and cinnamon blueberry peas. I couldn't resist.
Where is my brother?
Is he not here? Mon Dieu, I never told him.
Kill her, and we'll never find Sigurd.
Sit, Ava. Eat. And let me tell you the tale of a man who talks with gods.
You mock me. I've killed for much less.
Of course you have. Isn't that the way of this ugly world? We cull the sheep and thin the flock as we see fit, you and I. Most who walk the earth are little more than talking blood bladders, wasted flesh. But not Sigurd. Sigurd is something else. Sigurd has been touched. He is deified. The gods, they speak through him.
You lured him in with that lie. Your words are bile and blight.
You should have listened, Ava. I tried to tell you. The gods are real and their power is within our grasp. You will never find him. Not till I have had my fill. To old friends. This really is delicious, Kinebersht. Is it cloves I taste? Well, that concludes supper. Kill them, and bring their bodies to my sanctum in Canterbury.
They will be upon us soon. Maybe there is another way out.
Fulke let slip that her sanctum is at Canterbury.
She did. And with no cause. I'd approach the place with caution. It may be a lie.
It may be. But it's the only lead we have.
I hope all this innocent sacrifice is worth the trouble.
It's Sigurd. My brother. Of course it is.
Then come. Let us dive into the maw of death. I was never keen on seeing my winter years. This will not be for nothing, Eivor. We will find Sigurd.
It's not just him. I want Fulke to suffer. I shouldn't be seen here. A hood should work.
This place swarms with Fulke's people. Sigurd will be well guarded. Caution and subtlety should be our path.
Ready? Follow me. If she's still here, I will burn this Christ house to the ground. Hey, come here! Basim.
So we wander in like
You bleeding! You wanna fight?
This must be the way to Fulke's sanctum.
Then let us go.
This is the place. It's riddled with the stench of her. Help me, Basim. Sigurd is within.
Have a care, Eivor. You will play into our hands.
What does it mean, these word tangles that speak of elves and demons? Details on the Order of the Ancients. Fulke ranks high among them, but is not their head. By Odin, this is a sick tapestry she wove. For every drop of his blood she spilled, I will take a meat horn more. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene. The plans to the great fortress in Wessex. Is there something here we can use to breach it? Sigurd. Tell me that you found something. Anything we can use.
I may have. A fortress in Sussex. The Order trained soldiers there.
We must be sure. Sigurd is running out of time. Anything else?
Documents of interest to the Hidden Ones. Hyden will surely want to look. But for Sigurd, Porchester is our only lead. If he is in Porchester Castle, we'll need a massive army to crack its walls.
I have many friends in England now. If I call on them, they will come.
They will.
Basim. She severed his arm clean off. Can a man survive such a loss?
Physically, he can. Mentally, it's hard to say. So much stress can drive a man to despair.
If you suggest he might take his own life as Tedmund did, banish that idea. I must tell my people at the settlement that their Jarl remains a captive. They will not take it well.
We will not fail again, Eivor. I'll scout ahead and send word to the settlement when I know more of Porchester. Be ready.
Let the sail out! Let's have a song. We need an epic tale. Sail down! More sail! Run up the sail!
Prop the sail! Sail! Catch the wind!
When I gave up my berserker ways, my family decided to leave Norway. We sold our farm and weapons.
He had guts, bolstered by his Bible in one hand, Aelhorn in the other. If Oswald bound the people with faith in each other, Athelred bound them with the love of God. His piety perched on
Catch the wind!
In time, I learned that Athelred had a following. Reverent men who feared nothing and embraced death in service of their god. More and more joined him as East Anglia plunged deeper into despair. Emboldened, he sought to purge the lands of Rued's clan. I counseled him as best I could. His faith in God emboldened him. His courage rivaled Rued's. It was all he had. No combat experience, no trained warriors. Just sacks of meat falling apart. Athelred was butchered.
Let the sail out! Mast down!
No shame!
I shouldn't be seen here. A hood should work.
Raise the mast! Run up the sail! Drop the mast! Mast up! Sail out! Let's hear a story.
Listen well, so I may tell you a tale of the Berserkers, and why we keep our...
Save it for later. Sail is useless here. Sail! Catch the wind! All right, back to the story.
Listen well, so I may tell you a tale of the Berserkers, and why we keep our potent bull a secret. Once there was a Berserker named Nori Nineclaws, who became a wealthy Jarl, known for his fair, generous hoard. Every day, dozens of thanes, merchants, cousins, and other hangers-on ate at his table, drank his meal, and took his gifts.
Set the blast up!
Nori Jarl drank about his leeches. He ordered his cooks to prepare
Let the
a
sail
secret
out!
brew for a magnificent feast. He then invited every freeloader in his yardom to his meal, promising his greatest gift yet to be given after the feast. As his guests ate and drank their fill, Nori and his loyal comrades slipped away. One by one, the guests entered Berserkergangen. When the feast erupted into slaughter, Nori and his men torched the hall before fleeing on a ship, never to be seen again. There is much olden wisdom to take away from this tale. I will let each rower think out which lesson is best for them.
When I was 11 winters old, I was the youngest of my favorite cousins. A wild and rowdy bunch of boys and girls. Together with our parents, we attended a feast at the home of Halfdan the Black of the House of Yngling. To toughen our patience, our parents set us with the old woman, who ordered us to bake flatbreads and serve it to the noble jarls. After an hour, the flatbreads piled so high into pillars, you could have built a roof over it and called it a longhouse. When our work was done, an older boy, Guthrod, suggested we steal a keg of mead to drown in happiness for our good work. So Guthrod, Mikkel and Åsa snuck into the storeroom and stole a barrel as I stood watch. But when we were spotted, I froze. 3 of Harald's men stopped us. They struck Guthrod and Mikkel and pushed Åsa to the ground. Whose idea was this? I asked. I stood and said,
We will pick up from there.
Eivor!
Where is he? Where is Sigurd?
He's alive.
But not with you. Where is he?
Dag, not now. I need to speak with Randvi.
You never found him, did you? Tell us, Eivor. We deserve the truth.
I need to speak with Randvi. Step aside, now.
You never found him, because you didn't look. I see you, Eivor. I know what you are.
Eivor, you come alone. I fear what that means for Sigurd.
I could not find him. That madwoman Folke, she slipped away, took him to Sussex. We need an army. Call on our alliances. Remind them of their oath to me. We must act before...
Before what, Eivor?
She tortured him, Randvi. Did unspeakable things. Severed his arm and left it as a gift. I fear she means to kill him. Slowly.
Gods.
Oh, look at you, Chewie.
Eivor! Eivor! Face me, Eivor!
Stop there, Wolf-Kissed. This ends now.
Dag, turn around and walk away.
Your habits are not my own, Eivor. I do not flee responsibility for the sake of my glory. I stand firm with my people. For many months, I have stood at your side, keeping faith in Sigurd's judgment, because I believed in him and his vision. Do as Eivor commands, he told me, and I have. Against my better judgment, I did as you have asked me. And where has that left us? Without a Jarl, without a purpose? Watching you chase glory around this land like a spooked hare!
You could have come to me in confidence, Dag, but that offer is gone.
I have no need of it. My mind is fixed. Hear me all! I challenge Eivor for the leadership of this clan until Sigurd is safe home.
Walk away, Dag.
No! We fight to the death.
You spew nonsense, Dag. This is absurd.
Enough! Let the circle be made! Crush you on their foot!
Please! Please, both of you!
Is that the best you can do? You've got soft!
Walk a fool's path, Dag. This does not need to happen.
A coward to the last. Have courage, Eivor. I will make it quick.
I do not want to do this. Walk away.
What's the matter, Eivor? Are you scared?
Only for what I must do. Walk a fool's path, Dag. This does not need to happen.
A coward to the last. Have courage, Eivor. I will make it quick.
Do you not see what you do? There's no honor in this.
What do you know of honor that Sigurd did not teach you? You suckle at his teeth and then leave him to die. You should have listened. You might have saved yourself.
I would grant you exile. Leave this place, but go with your life.
Spare me your pity and fight!
So be it. You leave me no choice.
Please! Please, both of you!
You could have waited. You could have come with me. You are a fool, Dag. You see where it has gotten you.
Silence!
If I had any pity, I would not lavish it on this poor fool. He forced my hand. Yes, and the cost of disrespect is death. You said it yourself. All he demanded, you gave him. That should be enough. I have no need for one so fragile in my hall of heroes. He fought for what he believed in. Does that not count for something? Does it? You killed him all the same. What is the true cost of disrespect? The choice lies with you. It should not have come to this, old friend. But you gave no quarter in life, and you will receive none in death. Go to your homes. I will lay him to rest. Go to your homes! Dag accused me of betrayal. He accused me of breaking my oath. And this is the answer I gave him. Now you will hear the truth unbanished. None more than me wishes for Sigurd's safe return. You know this. You know this. All of you. And I will burn the fields and dredge the rivers of Wessex to find him. That is my oath. That is my oath. I will find Sigurd. You will not be without your Jarl, as I promise. You lived as you died, proud and defiant. I cannot begrudge you for that. Wherever you now roam, I wish you well. I'm sorry that such a fire grew between us. I do hope Sigurd knows how much he meant to you. We are beyond the time of telling such things now.
How do you feel, Eivor?
I would rather not talk about it.
I understand.
I want to see the Alliance map. My mind is fixed on Sussex. Basim and I have a chance to save Sigurd, but we will need an army.
That is for you to decide. The more alliances you have, the better your chances at victory.
I will go now, and I will bring Sigurd back with me. That is a promise.
Good. I will send word to our allies at once. Meet with Basim when you can. He should be in Croydon by now.
Ah, a new letter.
I am sorry for what happened with Dag. It could not have been easy. May he rest in peace.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
Oh. Even when Dag was younger, he had a streak in him. Hate to see it go that way. But you did the right thing. Can't imagine what you are feeling. Anyhow, you probably need something, eh?
I must take my leave. So long.
Be well, my friend.